Hi everyone, Meenakshi here from Mama Untold Thoughts. Welcome to a very special vlog volume today. It's kind of a tongue twister saying vlog volume, but we are here at volume 24 and it's a special one. Like I said, I sent out a call out to Instagram folks and I asked them to basically send me a clip about what 2020 meant to them, what was the highlight, what was the positive experience, what was the negative experience, or maybe what was something that they're now carrying forward into 2021 with. We all know that 2020 was by far a very heavy year. For some of us, it meant a lot of personal growth. It meant a lot of struggles. It meant a lot of, imposing more boundaries, establishing boundaries. It meant realizing the importance of certain relationships, realizing that certain relationships were no longer needed. Just a lot, probably a lot of unpacking, a lot of unlearning. And so with that, it was important for me to hear and to allow others to also share their reflections. And I'm so glad that this worked out, and I'm so glad that I have the honor of featuring these guests here today in this vlog. And I want everyone to just listen with open hearts and open minds, because one thing that I've learned, not just this year, but I think over the course of the last few years, is the importance of listening to one another, to listen to understand and not respond, and to listen to acknowledge that there are so many individuals who have their own struggles and are focusing on themselves and are focusing on bettering themselves. So again, thank you to everyone who participated, and I'm just so excited to be able to feature all of you, and I'm excited to put together these vlogs for everyone. My other thing is, you never know what, or anything you say might resonate with someone out there who's truly in a dark place, or truly in a place where they need to hear something uplifting, or they need to hear something that resonates with them. So that's really my intention with all of my vlogs out there on my YouTube channel. So please do continue to support the love and the appreciation from all of you has been amazing, and I don't know how to reciprocate that love in in words, but I hope I show it enough on my pages, and if I don't, just let me know. I'm also really open to hearing feedback, so please feel free to share and send that my way as well. But for now, I'm gonna cut my rambling and we're gonna get right into it. So thanks again, everyone.
Hey everyone, happy new year. I am so glad that we are through 2020. 2020 has been, without a doubt, a year of uncertainty and resilience. It has also taught us that we are stronger than we ever thought we were. And I feel that my family and I had a chance to really slow things down and realize what we have been focusing on in the past and the things that really matter in life. And so for the new year, I'll be taking forward all the things that I have learned in the last year and really be grateful for the things that we have every single day, and cherish those moments, little moments with my family and my loved ones, and move forward with intention. And I believe that there is just no greater gift than life itself. So be healthy, be happy, and take care of yourself and your loved ones. That's all that matters. Happy New Year.
2020, you have been one crazy, unpredictable year, but you have taught us to slow down, enjoy time with our family, invest in ourselves, and take those risks. 2020, you gave me the drive to pursue my passions, follow my dreams, and open my own shop. So for that, I'm very thankful.
So 2020 has taught us all so many lessons. I think the biggest one for me is we got our wedding videos, just raw footage after 10 years. We've never had any of it before. So we finally got this raw footage and we were watching it, and there's a scene with 5 ladies sitting there and 4 of them have now passed away. It just touched, like, I think that was just one moment where I was like, oh my gosh, like you have no idea what's going to happen in the next 10 years, who's going to be there, who's not. Tomorrow, we don't know who's going to be there and who's not. Just life's short, but life's really, really short. So just hug and kiss everyone that you love a little bit tighter, and make the most out of every single moment, because honestly, like, we're just so blessed, and just for every moment we get to spend with the people we love, just don't take it for granted and enjoy every single second of it.
2020 was definitely full of a lot of challenges, but it also taught us a lot of lessons. For me and my family, it taught us how to slow down and pause, and I feel like that's exactly what we needed. We were always in a world of go, go, go. It taught us how to deep breathe and slow down. We were always chasing our dreams, and it taught us how to balance everything and enjoy all the little moments in life. And I'm so lucky that my family is healthy, and I feel really blessed, and I'm really grateful for all the lessons that 2020 taught me.
My name is Alicia, I'm a resilient mommy, and 2020 gave me 2 things. It gave me a beautiful, healthy baby girl, and it gave me perspective. 2020 was not about losing our freedom. It was about learning to appreciate the things that we have. Saying goodbye to your commutes to work, and hello to AM and PM PJs. Break from makeup, and a little more quality time with the people in your house. And while it's been tough not being able to see the people I love, hold our daughter, I know that that time will come. And until then, we got FaceTime, so it ain't that bad. I'm looking forward to what 2021 has to offer, but I'm grateful for what I learned in 2020.
What a year 2020 was. I personally don't know of anyone who has walked away from the year without being changed or altered. And thankfully, I can say for the better, and myself included. I think 2020, I went in hoping that it was going to be the year of everything. I was going to chase happiness. I was going to travel. I was going to do all of the things that I honestly put off doing in years prior. And then, of course, March happened and the world came to a standstill. What I can reflect and realize now is 2020 in so many ways was the year of me. It was the year that brought me closer to my truth, to my happiness. It was the year that really paused the world at a time where humanity as a whole, I feel, needed it very most. It caused us to sit down, to reflect, to really pull together the truths that were making us, or breaking us for that matter of fact. And I wouldn't sit here and say by any means it was an easy year, but I would certainly say it was my happiest year, most fulfilling year. And the reason for that is because I allowed myself to just be. I allowed my truth to be set free. I allowed myself to speak loudly and take up all the space. I allowed those around me also that same sort of privilege and ability to say what was on their mind, to act in their truth as well. And I think that is something that we can each take into this new year, that if we truly feel passionate about anything, whatever it may be, it could be, what you wear that day, or, larger societal issues, whatever it is you hold as your truth, I not only encourage you to share that, but I empower you to pass that along, and to also encourage those around you to speak up, to use their voice for good, and for us to bind together closer as a humankind. And I say that it sounds very, very hippy-dippy, but I think early in 2020, when the pandemic hit, I was worried. I was very, very worried about humankind. And the reason I say that is, of course, people were getting sick at crazy numbers. But when I looked out my window to see people putting things like toilet paper, to see people really acting in a way that I never ever expected to see, even though I think that sort of behavior is deep-rooted. I never expected to see that sort of negative behavior come to light, but we did. power of binding together for a greater good. And that is my hope for 2021. I hope everyone has the absolute best year possible. I encourage you to prioritize yourself, to amplify your own voice, to amplify the voices of those that have been marginalized for far too long, and to really, really step into what you believe in. I wish you the very best. Love, Sharana.
Hi, Happy New Year. My list of learnings from 2020 is quite lengthy, but I've narrowed things down in my top 4, starting with minimalism. When tackling various household cleanup and organization projects, I discovered we, particularly as North Americans, have way too much stuff. Second is love for our planet, really assessing our give and take with Mother Earth. Third is gratitude. I am so grateful for my 2 little blessings and how when I'm really present with them, they have the ability to move every challenge and adversity that I'm facing to the back of my mind. And lastly is connection. I realized over this past year that I really need that, and not being able to see people face to face, not being able to hug my family members and friends, it took a toll on me and forced me to really think outside the box when it came to feeling that sense of belonging that we as humans really crave. So the list goes on, but those are my top 4 learnings from 2020. Thanks, Meenakshi, for putting all of this together and inviting me to share this with all of you.
So 2020 was a year that no one could have anticipated happening. It was a year of surprises and not always the best of surprises. So when I reflect back, I think of all the great things that did actually happen for our family. And one of them was the birth of our first child, our son Leo. And obviously, it was not the year that I wanted to raise a child in. However, it did teach us a lot of things. It taught us resilience, it taught us patience, it taught us unconditional love. And for those things, I'm grateful. So when I look back on 2020, I choose to remember the happiness, the laughter, the joy, and the little ray of light that is our son.
Hi everybody, I'm Mona with Mama Tribes Unite. One of my biggest highlights from 2020 was losing 17 pounds in about 6 months. And why that was a big deal for me is that I've been wanting to focus on my health journey for such a long time, and finally decided that 2020 was a year that I'm going to focus on myself. So I hired a nutritionist. I went there every week. We did weekly weigh-in sessions, talked about foods that I can eat, and it was incredible. And not only physically, mentally as well. I focused a lot more on self-care. I read a lot more books. I also did meditation and yoga, and I just feel so much more energized now, and it just makes me look at life differently. And in 2021, I am now taking over the family business, and so it is going to be challenging. I know that, and it's a lot of work, but I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to share my journey with all of you.
2020 was a year of surprises for me, and definitely some highlights as well. I joined this amazing organization called the Lotus Movement in 2020. I'm fortunate to be a part of the board of directors there. I was due to go back to work in June from mat leave. I got to spend more time with my son at home. We built a great relationship with my son. Never would we have been able to spend so much time with him. He's 19 months, and for 19 months of his life, I've been at home with him, which is great. Of course, it's been taxing as well at some points, but it's been good for the most part. I like to focus on the positive. Yes, the pandemic's been hard for a lot of us, but there has been some good that's come out of it. The time we could spend with our families, learning how to live with not so much going on all the time.
Hi Meena, this is Abhay Dandekar, and thanks so much for the opportunity to reflect a little bit on 2020, the year that was so incredibly strange and yet so strangely incredible. I think it's been a journey of gratitude more than anything else. I have so much to be thankful for, and really thankful for family and friends, cultivating new relationships and re-energizing old friendships. Even though we've all been socially distant, it's been amazing to see how connected we are. And I'm really grateful for so many opportunities, especially the opportunities of creativity in coming to Ruckus Avenue Radio and starting a podcast and a radio show, and connecting with some amazing colleagues like you we're doing some exciting and wonderful things and sharing so much great expertise with everyone out there. I turned 50 in a few months, and in thinking about that, probably the one thing that I'm rooting for to carry over from 2020 is this spirit of going through all of these things together. And so whether it is with family and friends who are close by, or new friends and collaborators and colleagues that are out there someplace, I'm really excited by the prospect of sharing our journey together and really rooting for each other. So cheers to that, and I hope 2021 brings on some amazing things for all of us.
So I won't talk about the mental health issues we all suffered in 2020 because we all went through that. But what I will talk about as a creative, the creative community came together. They offered courses online that they normally wouldn't have offered before. And we were able to take advantage of a lot of these courses for a more affordable price, some for free. And they were all in international. So being locally situated in Ottawa, I was able to take LA courses or Toronto courses, and I got to network with a lot of people that I wouldn't have had before, or had some mentorship opportunities from other creatives that I wouldn't have had before. So we really came together as a community to keep us growing, to keep us creative, and to support each other in our mental health state, where when you're not creative, you struggle and you hurt, and we were able to help each other get through that and to keep growing and to keep creating. So that's the upside of 2020 for me.